What is going on YouTube? We are back at it. I've got a little lower two today of my giant sets. So still working through week 4 here. We got hamstrings, glutes, posterior chain on the docket for today. Yesterday, so let's back up. Today's Friday. Wednesday I had the day off from training, worked in the morning. And then yesterday I worked in the morning, so 8-hour shift from 5 to 1. And then a friend of mine and I went up to the Pacific Palisades and did a trail run that turned into a trail run with some hiking in there as opposed to running. We ended up doing about 9 miles, 1,900 feet of elevation. By the end of it, quads are really sore, groin was cramping, calves were cramping. So it was a doozy, and I really didn't know how I was going to feel today, what to really expect. And sure enough, legs are tired, little sore, heavy, quads are fatigued, lower legs, shins, calves, anything below the knee, feeling a little fatigued, and I'm tired overall. Didn't get a great night of sleep. But I came home, ate some food, read a little bit. I think I took a little nap, and I think I feel good enough to get a good session in now. So we will see how this goes. I was, after my lower body one day, my squat day, my quad day, I was unbelievably sore for quite some time. I was sore Tuesday, I was sore Wednesday, I was even still a little sore yesterday getting into that run. So week 4 is taking a toll, but it's almost over. I got today, and then I've got tomorrow, a little upper body day. We'll try to get a short run in tomorrow, and go from there. And then on to next block after that. I think what I'm going to do as far as uploading these, I think I'm going to go weeks 2 and 4. I film the workouts and I upload them. That way I can kind of get a sense for the whole workout on week 1. And not such a, I'm not, basically I don't want to film back-to-back weeks. So it'd be nice to have a week not filming, have a week filming, have a week not filming, have a week filming. We'll see if I end up hitting my broad jumps today. Like I said, my legs are tired, and that type of impact does not sound like fun. But we'll see once I get through the movement prep here and mobility, as well as the corrective exercises, just how I'm feeling. All right, let's do some frog position. man, this feels tight. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, so we'll see what that does to my run. It's not supposed to rain very much. So depending on what time it starts, what time I get off of work, if I decide to do the strength training first or the run first, that'll probably do a lot of the dictating for how my day tomorrow goes. I do have to work in the morning as well. So I think in an ideal world, care more about the lifting than the running, and I want that to be done, especially week 4 here, at a higher intensity than necessarily the run. So ideally, I get done with work, get a little food in me, hang out, get a lift, and have about 4 hours, get the run in, and that's that. But it's not always optimal. Sometimes the run feels better than the lift does, especially without a little bit of food. So if I can save a little bit of time and hit the run first, sometimes I opt for that option. Oh. The other option is I could get up and run before work, and that probably solve a lot of my problems. So get up, run, eat breakfast, and then get my workout in whenever I want to after work. Give me a lot of time to do some of the other chores that I got to get done tomorrow. But that might mean sacrificing some sleep that I don't really want to sacrifice. All right. Self-discipline tells me we gotta hit these jumps. Okay, so 275 loaded up, snatch grip deadlift. We go from that over here to my glute ham partial, working off of 60 degrees. Got to remember here before I get started, get the weight vest out of my car. And then we go a single leg dumbbell RDL and then a foam roll leg curl. So a bunch of things I want to touch on here, but I want to get started. We're going to get that weight vest and get to work. Okay, so, oh man, can't even sit down on the bench. Might just sit down on the ground. Snatch grip, RDL feels heavy. So last week, my weight vest was in the car. It's too lazy to get it. I didn't have the 25-pound plates on the bar like I do right now. So my chest is kind of over top of the end of this bench here anyway. So I just held a 25-pound plate underneath my chin. Thought, 20-pound vest, 25-pound weight. Not that big a difference, not that big a deal. It'll be fine. It was not fine. Way harder. In fact, I hit 4 sets of 9, which was what was programmed. But man, that last set, I don't even think I got them all. And so, I mean, it's got to be 5 extra pounds plus the vest, right? I got a 10-pound plate in front of the vest, 10-pound plate in the back of the vest. And so when you're lowering yourself down and you're changing your angle, right? So I'm starting perpendicular with gravity. And then as we increase the angle of the knee, that gravity starts to increase, or I'm fighting gravity. And the more the angle of the knee increases, the more I have to fight gravity. And obviously, if all 20 or all 25 pounds are in front of me, that means that angle is going to change. Gravity's going to pull a little bit more on me, and I have to fight a little bit harder than even if that plate is just, 6 inches back behind me, or half of the way to 6 inches back behind me, like it is on the weight vest. Made a huge difference. So, it's a good reminder for stuff like RDLs, even squatting variations, where if we don't keep that bar close to us, if we don't keep a straight line up and down on a squatting pattern with that weight over our center of gravity, just how much it can affect the way that load feels on our bodies. And that's a good reminder for technique, videoing yourself, having a coach, having either yourself or somebody who knows what they're doing looking at your lifts. Set number 2. 2 down, 2 to go. So I've gotten up every week on the single leg RDLs, and I'm holding on a little bit to stuff, whatever I can hold on to on those, just to make my balance and my stability not the limiting factor. I'm trying to not use my upper body to pull myself on the way up, but I get a much better mind-muscle connection. I feel my glutes, I feel my hamstrings on those, if I don't have to worry so much about balance. And my goals at this point, even though I do some athletic things, like I have jumping in my programs and I like going trail running and being able to, do things that, being able to ask my body to do things without worrying too much about whether or not I'm ready for it. My goals are mostly aesthetic, and I want to build muscle. And if I was training more as an athlete and less worried about building muscle and the way I look, very vain goals, I know, but if I was more worried about being an athlete, I'd probably drop the weight, use a little bit less weight, try to keep my balance and challenge my stability a little bit more. And that'd be better for that goal. But those aren't my goals. So put balance aside and just try to cause a lot of muscle damage. Set 3. Okay, 3 down, 1 to go. I am gonna be excited when this block is over. And I don't normally need a lot of motivation to train. Usually I've been doing it for so long. It's just a part of my day. It doesn't feel like I have an option. Even, like I said, 9-mile trail, run, hike yesterday. More elevation than I'm used to. Maybe a softer person, maybe a smarter person wouldn't have come down and hit their heaviest week so far. They might have taken a rest day. But not me. I would have lost sleep tonight over it. But it also doesn't mean that I'm not excited when a block that's pushed me mentally and physically comes to an end. I'm always excited for the next thing. That's where I think really smart programming comes into play, is that it eliminates the monotony of just being, if I'm not being kind to myself, a NARP, a non-athletic regular person, is having a program that rotates between interesting protocols every 4 weeks keeps me motivated to come down and train. When I start to lose that motivation on week 4, the weights are really heavy, it's starting to feel a little bit more monotonous, it changes, and then I get to do something new movements, new sets, reps, tempos, protocols. It keeps me engaged mentally, which just that little something to look forward to makes it a little bit easier to stay consistent. And no matter what your programming looks like, that consistency is going to be what's most important for you to reach your goals. All right, 30 seconds. Okay, week 4, 4 sets of 10, giant sets, done. Let's hit that B series. All right, we got 2 up, 1 down leg curls, 10 reps on each leg, and then I think it's 12 reps. Oh yeah, 12 reps today on the foam roll buzzsaw. I'm already at probably around 58 minutes for this workout, so already kind of taking longer than I normally have been taking this block. I think that's just built up fatigue. So probably just going to kind of let this roll and work through this real quick. So 3 sets. Oof. Calves are sore today. I might be digging myself a hole with my calves that I can't get out of tomorrow. All right, third set, last set. Damn, I accidentally did 12. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, my God. Breath work. Don't skip it. Down regulate.